Nadine moved forward and slapped a small stack of pictures down in front of her. A glimpse of the first one was enough to know exactly how Dale and Nadine intended to destroy her. Caitlyn stared down at them, feeling shame, mortification, but mostly defeat. She had never known defeat until she stared down at the pictures that she knew she could never refute. Not because she hadn't done it, but because she had been unable to stop it. Fanning the pictures out slowly, she had to bite back a cry that tightened her chest and had her hands shaking. She had somehow known that one night that she couldn't fully remember had been a setup. She had sensed it then, she knew it now, and the rage and pain festered in her chest like a wound she wondered would ever heal. Rogue swallowed back the bile that rose in her throat and ordered herself not to react, not to show pain, fear, or anger. She had her pride, and she would be damned if she would let these two know how much they were hurting her, how much they were stealing from her. "As you can see, Ms. Walker, there's no way we can allow you to remain within the educational system," Principal Thompson informed her in a tone laced with chilling morality. "Such actions cannot be condoned." No, they couldn't be. Caitlyn would be the first to agree with him, if she had done it voluntarily. The pictures showed her half undressed, her skirt raised well above her thighs, her legs spread for the male between them. Higher, her blouse was undone. A female, her long hair obscuring her face, obviously caressed Caitlyn's bare breasts with her lips. Caitlyn blinked down at the photos. There was no fighting them, though she knew, whatever had happened that night, she hadn't had sex. When she had awakened in the unfamiliar hotel room, the first thing she had done was schedule an emergency appointment with her doctor. But the school board wouldn't care about that, no more than they would care about the blood tests that had shown that whatever happened, she hadn't gone into it willingly. Rogue had been drugged and betrayed. She was still a virgin, but she would be branded as a whore. She could fight it. She could call her parents. Nadine Grace and Dale McKay had no idea how powerful her parents were now, how eloquently they could seduce a jury, how enraged they would be if she ever let them know what had happened here. Brianna and Calvin Walker would descend upon this county like wraiths from hell with all the powerful Bostonian wealth they had amassed behind them. Her grandparents, the Evansworths, were icons in Boston. Her mother's parents would destroy Grace and McKay without a thought. But her father had warned her, and she had promised him she was a big girl, and that just like her brother and sister, she would carve out her own future, and she would succeed. She had promised him that there was nothing this county could do to destroy her. She was going to teach, marry, and raise babies in the mountains. That was her dream, and her dream was crumbling beneath her feet. She felt her world shifting on its axis, felt the shame and the rage building inside her until she wondered if her head would explode with it. Nadine sniffed. "You have a week to leave, and we'll not resort to putting the pictures on the internet." She stared back at the pinched-face bitch that so hated her student Shane Mayes simply because he was the sheriff's son, and the sheriff refused to kowtow to her or her brother. It was rumored Sheriff Zeke Mayes kowtowed to no man or woman. "I really don't give a fuck where you put them." It wouldn't do her any good. Nadine would do as she wished anyway. "I'm not leaving Somerset." "My dear Miss Walker."